Most people know Medusa as a terrifying monster, yet only a few know that she was in fact one of the most beautiful women at a certain point. Before becoming a deadly creature, Medusa's beauty was once renowned, with silky hair and an allure that captured the heart of all who beheld her. Moreover, she had much respect for the goddess Athena, to the point that she even became a priestess at her temple. Many men were visiting this place, not to pray, but to take a glance at Medusa's beauty. And, as in many Greek stories, a horny Greek god had to ruin the day. While praying at the temple of Athena, she catches the eye of the sea god Poseidon. So, he fell in love with her, and despite many attempts to seduce her, he kept getting rejected. This was due to Medusa wanting to remain pure as priestess of the sacred temple. However, Poseidon was not willing to take no for an answer. Therefore, he forced himself on her, leading to a shameful act in the temple of Athena. Later on, the goddess Athena appeared after realizing what happened. You might think that she would take revenge for her priestess that was abused, but instead she puts the blame on Medusa, saying that thanks to her, the sacred temple had been defiled. She then proceeds to cast a curse upon the unfortunate woman, ensuring that her punishment is swift and severe. Athena deformed Medusa's appearance, transforming her hair into snakes and bestowing upon her the dreadful curse of turning anyone who looks at her into stone. Her gaze became so deadly that no one dared to look at her anymore. This perhaps served to deny Medusa of her renowned beauty, refraining any man from approaching her.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Furthermore, word spread that Medusa was not just any ordinary creature, but a formidable and lethal monster. This in turn raised the interest of many warriors and fighters who sought the glory of defeating this fear-inducing creature. Despite her deadly powers, Medusa did not want to harm anyone, so she isolated herself in a faraway dark cave where she wouldn't be able to harm any soul. Nevertheless, this state of isolation was destined to be only temporary, since many warriors were coming to face Medusa in deadly duels, only to meet their fate of becoming lifeless statues of stone. Until one warrior, who was in fact a son of Zeus himself, decided to take Medusa on a deadly battle. This man was none other than Perseus, the great slayer of monsters. When preparing for this deadly encounter, he resorted to the gods to grant him access to legendary armor and weapons. Each god blessed him with a mythical piece of gear. Hades gave him a powerful helmet, which made the wearer able to become invisible, while Hermes gave him a pair of winged sandals, which enabled him to fly swiftly in the air. Athena gave him a bronze shield that would allow him to face Medusa without looking at her, since he can see her reflection in the shield. And finally, he was gifted with a deadly sword so sharp that it can sever Medusa's head in an instant. Armed with gifts of the gods, Perseus approached the monstrous Gorgon, using his magical helmet of invisibility to remain unseen. Perseus wielded his reflective shield to get close to Medusa, and with a swift stroke of his sword, he severed her head, putting an end to her life. However, to his surprise, something was emerging out of her dead body. It was a creature who appeared to be a horse. Apparently, Medusa was pregnant at the time of her death, and from her emerged the legendary creature known as the Pegasus. Perseus took advantage of Medusa's deadly ability, wielding her head with him in his adventures. He was able to turn his foes into stone by drawing the monster's head in his battles. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow the Wisdom Nebula for more informative and entertaining content. And as always, see you hopefully on the next video.